What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you caught my last dirt bike video, we rode the practice loop of the Slickrock Trail down in Moab, Utah. This is my first time down to Moab with my Honda CRF 250L. As you can see, my buddies are on actual dirt bikes, and this video is intended for anyone who wants to see how the Honda CRF 250L handles on these trails. It's not necessarily made to go on extreme trails. It's more of a street and light off-road use dirt bike, but it can do anything you put it through. It's just a little bit harder. In my opinion, on the Slickrock, it did very well. I would prefer the Slickrock over loose dirt any day. It gripped so good. This ride was actually enjoyable, besides me freaking out because there's cliffs and I really didn't know what to expect. But I would prefer the Slickrock over some loose mountain trails, just because it grips so good and the bike will just go up anything you throw at it. So I'm going to chime in from time to time, let you guys know how I'm feeling on the trail. You can tell by me shaking my head a lot that it was very intense, especially this part right here. There's a giant switchback. You can see everybody up on that ridge just waiting for me to tip over. So it's really intense. Enjoy the video, check out the Slickrock Trail, and you can definitely do it on your dual sport bike. It's just a little bit tougher. One thing that I really enjoy about the Slickrock Trail is that the trail is clearly marked with those white lines, and as long as you follow those lines, you don't have to worry about driving off any big cliffs or encountering anything that's extremely dangerous. Granted, there's always things that could happen, but you're relatively safe if you just stick to the trail and just go at your own pace.
Thanks. It's terrifying.
You're doing great. Take a break for a minute. Don't stop in the middle of something. And keep your momentum. What are you guys doing? And that's when you go like this.
Oh yeah.
opted not to take the cool kid way and stick to the marked trail. I wasn't about to push it too hard at this point because this was pretty intense for me, honestly. Being a new rider and doing all this stuff was just a lot. But little do I know, the next day on the Poison Spider Trail, oh my gosh, it was way harder than this trail. There was giant obstacles. The trail wasn't necessarily marked, and it was way more advanced. So if you want to see me tackle the Poison Spider Trail and crash more than I do, I don't actually crash in this video, but when I hit the other trails, I definitely get some good crashes in. If you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and check out the upcoming videos, because the riding gets way more intense than this on the Poison Spider Trail and then on the Sovereign Trail, where it's single track, and it was really tough. And I almost drove off that cliff back there if you didn't catch that. So yeah, well, let's get back to the video. Going to do something like this for the first time, make sure you go with people who know what they're doing and that are willing to help you out, because this honestly would have been a lot worse if I didn't go down with such a great group of guys. These guys waited up for me, gave me tips. They didn't make me feel like a burden, because they could have definitely taken off and done this trail way faster than they did, but they were willing to teach me and work with me, so that was super awesome. So big shout out to those more experienced riders who help out the new guys, because it helps a lot not feeling that extra stress. It's hard enough maneuvering the bike and kind of figuring out how to do these trails, but it'd be even worse if I felt like a burden and that people were just having to wait up for me and they were not having a good time because of me. So go with good people and don't push yourself too far outside of your abilities so you don't get hurt. But at the same time, this was way above my comfort level and abilities. If you see my hand just back there, it was just shaking. So you do have to push yourself, but just don't be stupid. As I was out on this trail, I just couldn't believe how beautiful it was out there. This is something you're only going to be able to experience on a motorcycle. For those of you who might be new to riding a motorcycle or maybe hesitant to get one, sure, it's tough, but this experience really opened my eyes to the possibilities and the scenery that you're able to experience when you're on two wheels. I can't even imagine doing this trail on a pedal bike. That would be just so tough. This is technically a cycle trail, but they allow motorcycles on it. Props to those guys out there riding their pedal bikes, because that would be a lot of work. Motorcycles are a lot easier. Much on my own at this point. I just kept following the white line, hoping I would see somebody because I had no idea where anyone was at. Good thing the trails are clearly marked, because I would have been totally lost. So right up here my GoPro cuts out, and I don't really get footage of how we got to this area that I'm about to show. So we went around that big rock right in front of me there, and it led over to a beautiful outlook of the river. And that's where I'm going to end this video. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you enjoyed the Slickrock Trail, and I hope you go out and try it sometime. This is the outlook that I was talking about. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see everyone's bikes, the different kinds they have. We got a bunch of different brands, and even my dual sport made it up here. Make sure you guys subscribe, because the next video is going to be hilarious. If it's the one where I'm falling down, the next few will be pretty funny. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. I appreciate the support, and I will see you guys in the next one.